So I guess we'll start with the market, right? What are we seeing? Obviously, we're seeing a slowdown. I think we're all seeing that a little bit. I think it's different at different price points and for different reasons. Cash obviously is still king, and we still see that. But the reality is that on the luxury side, more than anything, what I've always seen impact the market is the stock market. The one reason I got into luxury when I started was that I knew one thing about luxury and high-end buyers and clients is that no matter what the market's like, they've always got money. What are you seeing, Steve?
I'm seeing the exact same thing. I mean, it's an interesting time. You know, we kind of chat about it sometimes. I think we're probably in the most unique time as far as the market's considered. You guys are really in the market as professionals and real estate people, and probably the best time right now. Pound for pound, Las Vegas, our city, is the best valued market on the West Coast. It's exciting because we see people coming from other markets, California, the Pacific Northwest, and they're all like amazed at what they get for the price. So I think the money is far more sophisticated now than they were 5 years ago. That's something we're seeing in the market. I mean, dealing with buyers all day, I mean, what are you seeing? Are you
I agree. I mean, 10 years ago, even 15 years ago, most luxury homes in the market were built almost like large tract homes. And the buyer in Vegas didn't typically recognize some of those high-end finishes. And that is definitely the thing that we're seeing now with buyers coming from Newport Coast and those areas, is that they understand. And that's why I think we're now starting to see properties that are inching towards that $1,000 a square foot, which we've never really seen in this market before.
Yeah, so it's kind of a unique time, because in some cases locally people are feeling like they're getting priced out, our local market. But you know, eventually it's something's got to give. You know, the outside market, they're picking up everything, getting the deals, overpaying if they want to, because it's still value to them. But what's unique, I'm seeing our market, people in this market, they still don't understand. I think that you're still in a value play, so it's hard for them to spend more. Like, why am I going to buy this for an extra $1.5 million when I bought it 2 years ago for $2 million less? They don't understand that this is where our market's at now. I think within now and the 10 years, we will exceed that $1,000 a square foot, $1,500, $2,000 a square foot. Because when I go into other markets like Beverly Hills and we're seeing projects, and I walk through other projects and I see that they're getting $3,000 a square foot, and I'm like, wow, like for some stuff that here is going for a lot less.
The other thing I'm seeing too is a lot of clients coming from other markets. Like if they're coming from San Diego or they're coming from areas that are greener, they like those older neighborhoods because of the greenery. And for them, I mean, for Vegas, we think of a home that's 10 years old as like it's ancient. But in other markets, a home that's 25, 30, 40 years old is not a big deal to them. And so I'm definitely starting to see a lot more appeal to those older neighborhoods.
So it's starting to happen where people are positioning themselves. Our city is really starting to become a city. Where before it was just all gaming and casinos. Now the perception, it's like people want to live here, there's lifestyle, raise a family, and that's what's changing, is the perception of the city. And I think as real estate professionals, how do we stay ahead of that curve? And how do we look for those opportunities and position ourselves as agents, maybe a listing agent or buyer's agent, or us as builders? We're always looking at that.